Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those for lit, just pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth in all faith, truth, and sincerity. This I'm going to want to buy back and give him that sitting. This one going to, hey, hey, breaking news, right? U.S. and them imposters, they not the real Israel. Them imposters, them Khazars, launch major attack on Iran. Because I don't want to say they not the real Israel. Them folks that's in the land right now are Khazars, Khazarians. They are, Amalek. They are not the real people. They are not the chosen people of the Lord. The Israelites, the real chosen people, the real Israel, the real Israelites, the chosen people of the Lord are the so-called Negro, Latino natives. I just want to say that. But, they had, U.S., and those imposters in the land of Israel launched major attack on Iran. So I did a video, I did a lesson video last night. Uploaded last night. I've been did it, but uploaded last night, and I was talking about this before, it was gonna happen. I said, if Donald Trump attack Iran, then watch how things escalate. World War III is gonna escalate. World War III is gonna escalate to World War III. And it's gonna have some a negative impact to the economy and so forth. So hey, we this is it right here. This is what it's coming down to. This is what it had come down to. A prophecy got to happen, man. So that's gonna lead to Russia and China. They gotta make some decisions. What they're gonna do. Because they're allies to Iran. So the Edomite devils, so-called white people, Edomite devils, red devils. Hey man, they think they could just bomb whoever they want to bomb, and and do what they want to do, like a bully, right? Bomb destroy your area, take whatever you I want from you, whatever it may be, and just think that you can get away with it, and nothing's gonna happen to you. That's not the case, because China and Russia are allies to Iran. So one thing I say, the proud Edomite devils, man, they just think they can just get away with anything and not have no consequences behind it. They finna get a rude awakening, man. The Edomite devils, man, when enough is enough, right? And we in that time, So I'm gonna read some of this more of this breaking news. Let me see. It said President Donald Trump urged Iranians to take over your government when the strikes are over. Tehran responds by targeting American bases, other targets throughout the region. So Tehran, had strike U.S. bases and stuff like that too. So they striking back, and hitting U.S. bases, So like, hey, this could escalate, man, to, like I say, no point of return, man. We at that point, man. So we'll see what Russia and China does. How they gonna step into it, and we'll see. But this is this has escalated World War III, escalated into World War the beginning of World War III. Really could say, but it's escalated. So escalated to World War III. So we'll go from there. Some more. Let's see. It said Iran leaders targeted Israel, targeted Iran political. Iran politic and military leaders. Two U.S. officials told NBC News why the U.S. aimed it to take out Iran's ballistic missile and nuclear programs. And that's another thing too. See, they want to take out Iran's nuclear missile programs. They don't want that. And you know what I'm saying? Them fake, and like I said, them imposters over there in Atlanta, Israel, they don't want that. Iran responds by firing missiles at Israel, as well as U.S. bases across the region and United Arab. I don't know, I said Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Jordan, sending ripples across the Middle East. Let me see what's on. So, and like I say, man, they, Trump talking about, urge Iranians to take over your government when the strikes are over, the hour of your freedom is at hand. So, I mean, what you mean, like, because they always think that, it's a dictatorship going on over there in that country, whatever country may be. No, it's y'all just want to take over. Y'all want to have y'all influence United States, or those fake Khazar, the people, the imposters over there in Atlanta, Israel, and Khazar and Amalek. They want to have their influence in that in that country, man. They want to have somebody in there that's gonna be a puppet to them, and listen to them, man. That's that. I said Iran ain't going for that, man. They ain't going for that bullshit. Excuse my language, but they ain't going for it, man. I would say, man, we'll see what China and Russia gonna do. But it all points to probably, not probably. It all points to that, hey, this could escalate to something real serious, an economic downturn. Russia, getting involved. Within aiding Iran against U.S. and them imposters in Atlanta, Israel. And North Korea, you could probably get involved as well. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, go from there. Just kind of go through some things here. Some things I searched about World War. So I looked up World War III. WW3 said, did World War III just started? U.S. Iran escalation sparks fears on social media. World War III is about to begin. And it says, city rocked by Dubai explosions live. City rocked by blast as WW3 fears erupt amid Trump attack. WW3 fears explode as U.S. and Iran attack Iran. Excuse me, WW3 fears explode as U.S. and Israel attack Iran. See, so, hey, man, these people out, World War III, man, it's just like I said, it just kicked off, escalation to, World War III, man, it's escalated. So, and it says, I'm gonna go to Russia. So Russia condemns U.S. and Israel strikes on Iran as unprovoked act of armed aggression. So Russia is not pleased with that. And China, matter of fact, said China highly concerned about strikes on Iran. It said oil stock market moves could come down to China reactions to Iran war. So hey, hey, this could cause a economic real downturn, and more problems, price hikes in gas. We'll see how that goes. So hey, just gotta see, like I say, what China Russia do, but you know, it ain't looking good. So I'm gonna get some scriptures to back this up. It's Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So you had the second woe is talking about World War II. So World War II already happened, right? Go to the history of World War II. Look it up, about that, and then you go into the third woe, which is talking about World War III, which is we in, and you can say we in now, the beginning, the escalation, so, with this U.S. And them imposters attacking Iran, Israel, them Khazars, Amalek, attacking those Iran. So, we right now, in the point of, I say no return, or and I say the escalation of World War III. We'll see how things go. How, like I said, how Russia and China responds. But like I say, it ain't good. It ain't good. It's not gonna be good. But go from there to Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confusing noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So World War III. I bought this scripture out because World War III. I would say this. Before you had the wars before. There was like a long campaign, long drawn out campaign, ground war, and this and that. Face to face war. Back in the time, ancient times. You had back in the ancient times where it just fought face to face with swords going at it like I said, a long drawn out campaign war, right? You going at it face to face, right? You had a problem. Nations had kingdom and kingdoms had problems with each other. Nations and nations had problems with each other. To go at it. They clash. They run towards each other and clash, right? You see those movies. They go at each other and clash. And fight. And then whoever come out of there wins. But this ain't gonna be that. This is gonna be this war. World War III is gonna be by way of the thermonuclear missiles being shot, and being shot towards America, Babylon the Great, being destroyed, So this war is gonna be not no long drawn out war. It's not gonna be something that's gonna take a long time, a decade or so, whatever it may be. It's not gonna take that long for this war to end. This war is gonna end quickly. It's gonna end. It's gonna not take long for those thermonuclear missiles, and like I said, Lord, watching y'all shy. When he returns, to return, bring his wrath and judgment down upon America, Babylon the Great, and the thermonuclear missiles, being shot, and burning up everything here in America, Babylon the Great, So, hey, we in those times, man. Hey, finna get, these prophecies finna, it's finna pop off more and more, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's a beautiful thing. If I like, hey, this place, the Edomite devils, their time of their rulership is coming to an end, man. And we here, we in those times of seeing it, man. So the prophecies are, coming to pass more and more, So, so I don't want to make this too long. I just want to bring that out. So again, I like give our praise and long glory to you, Yahweh. I hope this was edifying, for what I just brought out. I hope this was edifying what I just brought out. So again, I like give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahshua, Baal Shem